So you join me, we are en route for a little adventure today. I'm going to go and see my mate Sam from HardUp Garage, and we're going to go and have a little look for some cool cars. Here we go. Not the best cornering car at Tavarish. So I finally arrived to meet Sam, and check this out, our transport for the next part of the journey is the Ford Explorer from Jurassic Park. This one fortunately survived being eaten by a T-Rex. Then randomly out of nowhere, Smokey and the Bandit's Trans Am pulls up. The driver behind the wheel is Sam's mate, Chris the Bandit. Smokey! We have arrived in the trusty Jurassic Park truck, and Sam has made his first discovery. Check this baby out.
What a lovely, lovely lemon. You know, in England we call it a lemon, but this is more of a tangerine. And yeah, we found our first discovery, and this you may recognise from the movie franchise Fast and Furious. But this is Tavarish Gibson's orange Murcielago, which Ed Bolian will tell me it's said like Murcielago or something like that, but I get it wrong. But yeah, it's from Fast and Furious, and I don't think it's as good as it once was. Okay, so what we have here is, like he says, the Murcielago from Fast and Furious. Now, you might recognise the car. Another famous YouTube buddy, Mr. Tavarish, has a very similar one. In fact, they used 3 cars in the movie. That's right, Sam? Yeah, they used 3 cars in the movie. I believe one of them is under the water somewhere in Iceland. But yeah, so apparently there's 3 cars, and this is just going by the facts I've been told. Number 1, there's one under the ice in Iceland somewhere, and it's missing a door, which will come to that later. The other one is in the Peterson Museum, owned by Tavarish, and the other one I found here in the United Kingdom. Tavarish has sent me out to collect it for him, which me and Scott have done today. We went and collected it with lots of goodies in the back of the car, which we'll get out, but here she is. Cool, let's have a little look around it. Okay, so Tavarish has 1 car. We know that was the good one from the movie. Well, kind of good. It had a little bit of scaffolding in the back. It had a bit of paintwork problems, had a bit of running problems, but Freddie sorted it out. So there's 2 cars left. That means that we've got a 50% chance that this is one of the cars that actually ended up under the Arctic Ocean, yeah? Exactly. Well, you know, there's a funny story behind this, because the gentleman I bought the car from said, I've got Tavarish's door. And I'm like, what do you mean you've got Tavarish's door? Well, you know, that doesn't work out. You've either got a Lambo door on your door or you don't, you know. And he said that apparently in the movie when Tavarish, Freddie? Both 2 lovely gentlemen, when Tavarish Gibson is skidding along the ice on the door from the Murcielago, well, they took the door off the car, and apparently this is the door they removed, so that obviously when the shots were taken of the car up close, the door was taken off, and they didn't go on the right cars. So I've been told this is Tavarish's door, and he's got the door for this car. So that's the reason why Tavarish is after this car. You know. So Freddie's going to have to swap doors, basically. Yeah? Let's hope the colour match is still good. I doubt that very much. So this, we said, was one of 2 potential cars that actually went underwater. Now, hunting down or restoring these really cool abandoned cars is great fun, but it takes a lot of time, which leaves me with very little to take care of the essentials in life, like male grooming. Fortunately, however,
Manscaped does a super slick job of sorting that out. Take the new Lawnmower 4 for example. Hang on. Lexi!
Yeah?
What are you doing in there? What's that buzzing noise?
My electric toothbrush?
Where's my Manscaped Lawnmower 4 again?
Do you know, it's just not fair. These Manscaped products are too good and leave me so smooth. I'd love to know when they're going to bring out a Womanscaped.
Lex, and the Manscaped cleanser. Thank you. Sorry about that. As I was saying, the new Lawnmower 4, it's great to use anywhere. It's waterproof, so you can use it in the shower. It even has detachable ceramic blades, so it saves you time even while cleaning it. And right now you can save 20% on all your Manscaped products by using my code Ratarossa or simply clicking on my link in the description below the video. So join millions of men using Manscaped. It's a whole new ballgame. But a little word of advice, keep a close eye on your products because you never know who's going to try and borrow them next. Don't even think about it. Does it smell fishy in here?
Looks like it's underwater though, doesn't it?
Definitely. Yeah, that's not good.
Bit moist.
Now look at the state of this. So these cars, were they originally yellow?
See, it does look that way, doesn't it? I mean, is this one the same? No, this one's black. So maybe
black,
there was a yellow car.
I think with Freddie's original car, he had a yellow door as well.
So that must be his, and this is the grey door.
That makes sense, right? So Freddie's got the other door the same as this, which has got yellow on the inside. I don't know what's going on.
There's some story to be had.
Let's have a look around the car and just see how good this one is, shall we?
So, just looking at the wheels real quick, 245 45 ZR20s. I mean, that is like giving a horse a carrot to eat, right? That is just, no, you're not going to get any traction down on them at all. But this car was not designed to, you know, be, you know, a fast 200-mile-an-hour car. This car at Fast and Furious Live was designed to go around in circles and do donuts.
So you say that this car was used at Fast and Furious Live?
Yes.
Yeah? So it was the movie car, but they also used it
in the live production, yeah. And for people that don't know what Fast and Furious Live was, Fast and Furious Live was a car show designed, in my opinion, by not car people, if that makes sense. So Fast and Furious Live was basically, if they said it was a movie recreation, I think that would have been better than Fast and Furious Live, because it was basically different parts of the movie reenacted in real life in front of a live audience. And this car was one of those, but the show didn't take off. It made a bit of a flop and all the cars sold.
Hence why this car's here.
Hence why we got together today to look at this lovely box of...
So we have genuine bits on this car. So the wheels are obviously aftermarket ones that they've put on. We have genuine Lamborghini brakes from the Murcielago. There are certain elements on this car, let's put it this way, that have been changed for the movie, and we're going to point a few of those out. So
there's one
exterior wise, it looks pretty good. If you look at it from back here, right? When you come a bit closer, there's some telltale signs that some things have happened. So there were a couple of little things. I'm guessing at the front of the car, they can't really have Lamborghini logos and badges on. So you can see an indentation there of where that front badge should be. And then
gate hinges.
Could be the first little telltale sign. We have some very strange gate hinges here, and I'm sure Lamborghini bonnet does not open that way. Maybe it does.
I don't know.
Maybe it does.
I mean,
we've got a fuel cell in the front here.
That's free. We didn't have to pay anything extra for that. That was free.
Genuine lights. One thing that I did post on my Instagram last week that makes me see a straightaway telltale sign is headlight washers normally hinge from here, and they were about £1,500 for a carbon strip this big either side. Now this is obviously an aftermarket molded bumper for obvious reasons. With filming, they've probably gone through a few of them and done a pretty decent job, but we got no vents here or anything like that.
You've got a genuine windscreen that has been smashed to hell and back, which I have a
loads
brand
of
new
cracks
for him.
Sam's got a load of parts for this car to go with it over the ocean to Freddie, but this is a genuine Lamborghini one, as you can see here.
Well, this is free.
That is, if these things are £1,500, that is probably some stupid amount. Lamborghini parts are ridiculous in prices. I thought Ferrari was bad. These things just take the biscuit. Doors actually work. We've got these classic Lamborghini doors.
Wouldn't put my children here though.
No. What else have we got down the back here apart from water? A little bit of water down there. Look like genuine seats as well. Look at this.
They look
Lamborghini embossed in the headrest. They are Murcielago seats for sure.
Look like they were
We've
red.
got the Alcantara center console there. Dash is all good. Carbon around the dash, carbon wheel, carbon vents. These definitely seen better days. All the rear windows are Lamborghini as well. Look at this. But there were a couple of telltale signs when we come around the back. First of all, if we look in the fuel cap,
this is a naturally aspirated vehicle.
this one actually runs on air, doesn't it?
It runs on air.
And then Sam is going to demonstrate the biggest change that's happened to this movie car.
Great car this is. So
This is movie royalty, really, and this is what happens behind the scenes, shall we say.
you say that, but most movie cars have an LS3 in them now, you know, or like a Chevy V8, just because they're easy to maintain, loads of power, which this should have, really.
But this was built in Britain, right?
Built in England.
So what did they put in here instead?
Jaguar V6.
A Jag.
Yuck. There's got to be something better they could put in here.
So we got a V6 from the Jag here, but you have also managed to secure
Yup.
the original engine for this one.
Well, a couple of years ago, I sold Ed Bolian the Lykan Hypersport Shell, which was the stunt car from Fast and Furious Live.
We'll come back to that in a second.
Which we will. But when I gave him that car as a gift, I also sold him the running gear for a gated Murcielago engine, gearbox, instrument cluster, wiring loom, basically everything he needed for a Murcielago from Fast and Furious. Turns out it was out of this car, which was pretty cool.
So effectively, Tavarish could rebuild this and it would be worth quite a substantial amount of money. Like you say, it is a manual car. These command big money nowadays. It looks great from the back. And the other question is, does it actually run? Does this run?
It does. So I have a jump pack and it's got Hyundai keys, which is good. You got to have some cojones to buy this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fair play to Tavarish, like he's really knocked it out of the park with owning 2 of the last Murcielagos from Fast and Furious.
So you think the third one, there's no existence of the third car?
It's
because
why
that
I
would be
got
good,
told.
wouldn't it, to have like the 3 cars, Freddie?
Well, we're going to have to go scuba diving, Scott. You always said to me that you'd go anywhere to find a car.
I would. Let's do it.
Are we going to get someone to sponsor you and me out there? If you've got the money and you want to find the 3rd Murcielago, me and Scott are more than happy to go scuba diving on the other side of the
We
earth.
just need a sub, submarine with a big claw.
Let's just, invest in some of this cinematic spending that obviously movies have. Right, in HardUp Garage style, you always carry a jump pack wherever you go. You know, a 10mm spanner, a 13mm spanner.
Screwdriver?
See, I don't really normally use a screwdriver. Key normally does the job.
Nice. We don't have a key though for this. That's the problem.
Oh, we do have a key.
Oh, we do have a key.
We have a key. So guys,
what we got here?
This is a Toyota key for the Murcielago.
A little bit more reliable.
That's it. That might actually start because of that key.
Right, are we going inside?
The battery's here.
Oh, the battery's here. I'm going to come around the other side and let's have a look.
The seat is bolted in, which is good.
Well, kinda. It's like got 1 bolt in by the look of it.
It looks like it's got 1 bolt.
Same with this one.
Right,
and
so the battery, someone's installed like a very tiddly little kind of motorcycle battery in here.
Okay.
So that's that. Right, so if you want to come round the swap sides, right.
Let's see how reliable this Jag engine is, shall we?
So when you press lock, it should disconnect the alarm system so the blue light goes out, yeah? When you press unlock, the blue light should come on, foot on the clutch, and then just hold this start button here.
Is it in neutral?
Yeah.
Yeah. It made some noise.
considering its options.
It's a movie car, it's a bit of a diva.
Phone him. Get his reaction. Not that we can hear anything. Hey Freddie, it's Sam Hard. You alright? Are you ready for some pretty amazing news that me and Scott have just found out about your new Murcielago?
Those details, guys, you're going to have to wait for Freddie to reveal.
Right, Scott, a couple of questions for you. Obviously, we all understand you're the Ferrari man, okay? Let's take you out of that pot and let's dip you in a bit of Lamborghini.
A bit of Lamborghini. Oh, this is going to be a tricky one. So, the question is, what would I do with this car if it was mine, yeah?
Yep.
Having gone round it, having looked at it, and having had a deep look into the car and knowing everything else that comes with it, we've got a big, well, 2 pallets really worth of parts there. And knowing the fact that you have already supplied the running gear and the original engine for this car, correct?
Yep.
I think it would be crazy not to try and rebuild it. Do it properly. Definitely a nice paint job. This looks great on camera, but it's not a great paint job. But also try and retain some of these cool little features on this car from the movie that we will reveal at some point. But yeah, I mean, it's basically a complete car, so it would be crazy not to try and put it back together as a complete car and have it as a running, driving, enjoyable Murcielago, manual Murcielago, which are worth an absolute fortune nowadays. Plus the history of the car, this has got to be a very, very good buy. I really want to get in it. Well, great puddle. I'll let Sam do that bit.
I found a seat for the Lamborghini.
Go on then. Sam, I just hope one of those balls just doesn't come out. Right, this is okay, Sam is going to
We've got some brake.
So Sam is the man that can when it comes to fast and furious cars. This is, how many now have you bought from there and found,
probably
discovered?
Probably 6th or 7th car now.
6th or 7th cars. So Murcielagos, these are the big 5 for me. They're very pretty cars.
Yeah.
Any more in the pipeline?
Well, you know, a video was released recently about the Lykan Hypersport, the running stunt car from Fast and Furious, and there was some controversy out there in relation to one that W Motors had sold on a Bitcoin auction, which was very, very strange. But that car went to a movie car auction in Austria, who's got an amazing collection of Fast and Furious cars. But I've got a couple of cars in the pipeline. I bought the Land Rover Range Rovers from Hobbs & Shaw the other day. I bought 3 of those, which were pretty cool. And there is, I'm going to leave it out there, but there's a Plymouth Barracuda that I'm looking at. So there's a little bit of a hook for you guys. If you know, you want to look out there and see what kind of Plymouth Barracudas, or Chevrolet Novas as well, because I've got that in the in the pipeline, so keep an eye on for that. But yeah, there's a few out there that I've got my eyes on, and you know, we've had Jesse's Jetta, we've had the Eclipse, we've had, you know, a lot of replicas as well. We made our own Monte Carlo from Tokyo and the Drift. Tokyo and the Drift, is it? Its own new spin series. There you go, Tokyo and the Drift. But yeah, Tokyo Drift, the Monte Carlo is one of my favourite cars. There's a few other cars out there that I want. Okay, so there's the extra wide Dodge Charger from Fast and 9, Fast and Furious 9 Saga.
Drop it in the comments so you know where they are.
That's it. Guys, if you see any Fast and Furious cars anywhere, drop it in the comments, and me and this lovely man behind the camera will go for a search, and we'll buy and find whatever we need.
So Fast and Furious, you obviously have a little black book with your contacts of where the cars go. You've probably got Vin Diesel's number in there. I know you got Vin Wicky's number in there.
There's a Vin in the diary, but it might not be the Diesel. Now
there is a rule that says here in the UK, if you put a sticker on the car, it technically, legally, becomes yours. So here's what we're going to do. Here we go, Freddie. It was Freddie's car. Oh, should probably try and put it central. I should try and put it central, shouldn't I? Here we go. It's a Ratarossa build. Now this Murcielago clearly needs a bit of work before it is ready to get back on the road, and Freddie's got his work cut out on this one, but he's got a bit of time before it gets shipped across the pond from the UK here over to the US. I'm going to do Freddie a little favour. While it's here, I might fix it, sort out a few things for him. I might even be so kind to move the steering wheel to the right side for him. Fix that little problem. Let's see what we can do. So I've put it back together for you. It's all ready. You don't even need to do any more videos on this one. Put a bit of SV kit on it, resprayed it back to its original colour, and I've even done you a massive favour. Done the interior, and the favour is we've put the steering wheel on the correct side of the car. I've even sorted the correct engine for you. We've got rid of the Jag. We've got the V12 6.5 litre with all its carbon glory. Look at that baby, it is an absolute beauty. And I'm sure once Freddie has finished with the Murcielago from the Fast and Furious, it is going to look as stunning as this one. Well guys, there you go. That was a very, very cool day checking out Tavarish's latest Lamborghini Murcielago from Fast and Furious. I cannot wait for that car to get on the other side of the pond, ready to get his hands on it and work some magic. It's got all the ingredients to put that car back together, and there's a lot of very cool details that I purposely left out on the video because it's down to Freddie to reveal some of those. So make sure you check out his video as soon as it touches down over in the States. Sam has also told me he has got a very, very cool F car that is going to be interesting for me. It's one of my favourites apparently. There's something quite quirky about it. Anyway, he's going to bring that up. When he does, I will reveal exactly that. We'll put it all on camera for you. And until then guys, have a safe week. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and in the meantime, check out what I get up to on a daily basis over on my Instagram account. See you soon. Ciao for now.